Well, good morning. Look at my hat. It's kind of like crappy, but it matches. That's all that really matters. Today is Monday, September 27th. I know yesterday I said it was the 25th. It was the 26th. I guess I just want to live my life in the past. I didn't want the days to progress. But we do have birthdays today. Today is Andrew over at Jones Pointed Plate. Today is Andrew's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Andrew. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And it's also Isabella Wow. W-A-U-G-H. Isabella? At least that's easy enough to pronounce. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Isabella. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Such a pretty name. That was one of the names that they were thinking of for Sophia. Either Sophia, Isabella. There was another one. Olivia, I think, was another one. Or maybe that was just Jim's. Jim wanted somebody to have twins, and they could have named him Olivia and Errol, after Olivia de Havilland and Errol Flynn, his favorite all-time, old-time stars. But he tried. He really tried. But no such luck. But speaking of Christy, today is Christy and Aaron's 13th anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, happy anniversary to my favorite daughter. I've only got one. And my favorite son-in-law. I've only got one. Christy and Aaron. I love you both. Love you. They've been married 13 years, but they've been together for 22. So they've been together a long, long, long time. Anyway, so we got that. And then she's got to work at both jobs today. And Aaron's got to work too. So I said maybe they could be like Lady and the Tramp, and then they could share a side dish at the side table on their break. She said it's going to be too busy. They're not going to be able to do that. So, I got back from my walk, and obviously I've chosen poorly because it's warmer than I thought, and this sweatshirt is very hot. But this is what I wore yesterday. When I go for my walk the next day, I always just put the clothes on that I ended the day with the day before. And then when I go in, I take my shower and change. But I chose poorly because... Do you smell that? What that smell? That me. That'd be me. I'm R smelling. So I got two of my grandkids. No, my grandkid and a nephew in that one. Oh, kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. There's a kitty cat. Meow, meow. She must be hungry because she's talking to me. Oh, now she wants me to rub her belly. But I don't know who she belongs to, so I'm not going to touch her because she might just be... She looks pretty well taken care of. Let me show you. She does look pretty well taken care of, and I think she's making herself at home. Actually, what she does is she tries to get my birds. So she doesn't fool me none. Sometimes she'll sit on the ledge. I have like a ledge on around my house, and she'll sit on the ledge and try to get the birds when they come by. But I don't want to feed her because then she'll come here all the time. Not that I don't have a problem with that, but then she's going to go after my birds. So, which is a natural instinct, so I can't fault her for that. Yeah, she says, "The hell with you, I'm leaving." And she is. She's leaving. She's walking away. She's shown me that she doesn't care about me. I don't know who she's talking to, though. She doesn't look hungry, but I don't know. She's got to be belonging to somebody. I'm sure I'm going to see something on Facebook today that somebody said, "Have you seen my cat? She got out." But she didn't have a collar or anything on. Although I don't think many cats have collars. We had a cat that, Minnie Moo, was a really smart cat. Our smartest cat was Donald. We taught that cat to fetch. You could throw a ball, and it would bring it back to you and drop it at your feet, and you'd throw it again, and he'd run and go get it and bring it back and drop it at your feet. We had hours of fun with Donald. But Minnie Moo Christy had a paper route, and the cat would follow her on the paper route. And Christy didn't want to ride a bike when she did her route. She always just walked. She carried the the sack over her shoulder, and she'd walk up and throw it on the porches, and the cat would wait at the end of the driveway or follow behind her, and everybody would say, oh, how cute. And Christy didn't like that cat. I don't know what it was about the cat. The cat and Christy, Minnie Moo and Christy just didn't hit it off, but that cat was determined to make Christy like her. And so that cat followed her everywhere. That cat, it was an outside cat. Back then, I don't think people worried too much about having cats going outside. I mean, it's an indoor-outdoor cat. It would go in and out. But it always came home. It never was hurt or anything like that. But if I had a cat now, I would keep it in the house all the time. I wouldn't let it go out. But back then, you let your cats go. Anyway, I would let the cat out just before her bus would come, and the cat would go and sit at the bus stop and wait for Christy. It was a smart little cat. And Christy would get so annoyed. She said, why do you let that cat out? You know, it's so embarrassing to have a cat waiting for me. Well, because we had a dog that if you opened the door, the dog was gone. It was gone like a shot. It ran, and you'd go and chase that dog, and then you'd lose it, and you'd stand there, and you'd be like, where did that dog go? Where did Millie go? Because her name was Millie. Where did Millie go? And then all of a sudden she would bark, and you'd spot her. And it was like she was barking to let you know where she was, because as soon as you got close enough to put your hand around her collar, she was off like a shot. So Millie truly went to the farm. And not to the farm to die like most. Well, she ended up dying on the farm, but she lived a long life, and she ran free at the farm because it was a friend of Jim's that had a farm. And we just realized that dog needed to run. I gotta get this. I'll be right back. Well, that was Gina Pearson. Gina and I called each other to talk ourselves down. I should have called her over the weekend because the weekend was not... I did pretty well yesterday. I could have done better, but I did pretty well. I started again yesterday, and I did have my grilled cheese for my dinner, and I did have some of those Ritz crisps, which, you know what, if you've never had the Ritz crisps, I'll put a little insert here to show you what they look like. Well, these are the crisps I was telling you about. They're 4 points for how many ounces? 29 grams with 130 calories. It's kind of high in sodium, but so is a potato chip. And then I also got the cheddar ones, which I don't know what their calorie count is. Same amount. Well, it's a little less sodium in this one. But then what I do is I portion out the bags. So I got my own. Each one is 4 points. And they taste just like a potato chip. They're very good. They're very good. They taste like a potato chip. They really do. They're still kind of high in points. And I don't know. I didn't really look to see as far as calories. Maybe I put it on the video. I don't know. I think potato chips probably have more calories. I think potato chips are a little bit oilier. But they're a nice little treat. And I had that, and I had a sugar-free pudding. Of course, then I had a can of Pepsi. When Jim came back from up north, he brought some pop home. And I keep that kind of pop in the refrigerator in the garage, so that, like, when I open the refrigerator, I can't see it. And when I opened up to get my iced tea, the pop was sitting right in front of it. So I made the poor choice of picking the pop. But such is life in my lane. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my very best to do better. But like I said, every day you can start again, and every day is a new chance to do it right. And once again, another day, going to try again. I think as long as you keep trying and trying and trying, you're going to succeed sooner or later. And I am sticking with my just going to lose 5 pounds at a time. I think what I'm going to do is to get to my goal. I forget how much I weighed on Thursday. I think I was 29. So what I want to do is I'm going to put in a little jar, I'm going to put 30 stones, because I got stones right here. See all my stones? I'm going to put 30 stones in a jar, and every time I weigh, when I have a full pound loss, I'm going to take a stone out. And so then I'll have a visual effect, not only of seeing a number on a scale, but to see, you know what, I think I got marbles, now that I'm thinking about it. Marbles are a little bit more colorful. I think I got some red marbles in there. I'm going to look into that. And then every week when I have a loss, I'm going to take them out and then just watch the stones slowly dwindle out of the jar. And I'm going to put it somewhere where it's a constant reminder for me to see it, that I'm going to see how many are in there and see how many are disappearing. So I think maybe if I have a visual effect of what I'm doing, I'll succeed a little bit better. Here's the jar that I was telling you about. There's 31 of these because no, there's 30 rather, because I think I was 229 point something, I think. So I put it at 30. No, I put 30 because that'll put me at 199. So each time I lose a pound, I'm going to take one of these little babies out, and I'm going to leave it here on the counter as a reminder when I want to get something to snack on, that I want this to dwindle down to nothing. I am going to try to do a collab. It's my first one ever that I'm trying. And Joan at Joan's Pointed Plate and Kim over at Girl on Their Phone told me that they would walk me through whatever I need to do. So I have sent out some invites. And it's mostly about falling back, because I want to do something for autumn. So it's just called Fall Back. I forget the name of the title. Isn't that silly? It's my collab. Fall Back with Better Choices. I think that's what I called it. Fall Back with Better Choices. And it's just like a guideline to help us make some decisions. Common sense things I know. Common sense questions that I ask myself all the time. But maybe I'll hear some different answers with some different people. So I'm hoping to have that collab go up on October 9th, which is a week from Saturday. So, let me know what you think about that. If you have a small channel and you think you might be interested in doing the collab, send me an email, scarrico39@gmail.com, and send me your link. And if you're interested in doing it, I will send you the questions for the guidelines and then include you in on my collab. Try not to get too many people, but then I'm thinking the more the merrier. You don't necessarily have to watch all of the videos. It'd be nice if you did, because you'd get a lot of different points of view. But like I said, it's my first one, and I don't know if you're supposed to limit it or whatever, but I've always been told the more the merrier. That's my family motto, the more the merrier. There's always room for more. There's always room for more. And like I said, when I do family dinners, I make enough for an army, and I can always come up with some extra food if somebody shows up unexpectedly. So it's an open invitation. Anybody that knows me knows that you just come in, and if you don't like what I'm serving, open up the pantry, open up the refrigerator, and make yourself at home, because that's my motto at my house. Make yourself at home. Take your shoes off, kick back. If you want to leave your shoes on, leave your shoes on. I know that's nasty. Some people like you to just take your shoes off. I don't really care. It doesn't really bother me. There's germs everywhere anyhow. So, and I was talking with Gina too about we were talking about, she said my first mistake was ordering fish, fried fish. I don't know so much that the fish that I like is the batter, which, if I'm going to be honest, that's probably what it is. But Denise and I were talking last night, and I was talking with Gina, and unfortunately I think this is our new normal. I think this is the way it's going to be the rest of our lives, at least the rest of my life. And so I have to decide that do I want to stay a prisoner in my home for the rest of my life, or do I want to take some chances? And one of my chances is betting on myself again, because I think that I wasn't putting much faith in myself in this past year. I've been putting much faith in my ability to get back on track, and I'm going to be betting on myself again, and just know that this horse hasn't run its last race yet. I'm not ready to go out to pasture. I'm ready to live my life, lose my weight, and get back on track. And if I got to start again tomorrow, I'll start again tomorrow. And if I got to start again on Wednesday, I'll start again. And I'm just going to keep on starting over until I finally grasp what I had in the past. Sometimes they say you can't grab that genie on the bottle, but I'm going to try the second time. I really am. I'm going to try my best. So, all right. I never did do my menu plan for the week. I told you I was going to do that yesterday, and then I got distracted on different things, and I never did it. So I have no idea what I'm going to eat today, but I am going to stay within my points. So let's go in and take a shower, because I need one right about now. Well, earlier I had a granola bar for a snack, but I didn't film it when I had it, which was 4 points. And so for dinner, I was going to make the baked cauliflower, but my time got away from me. So I'm going to have some Ritz Crisps, some of my 2-point chili, and sugar-free pudding, and iced tea. It is an 8-point dinner, 2 points for my chili, 4 points for my crackers, 2 points for my pudding, and 0 for the tea. I ended up my day with 22 points. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. I stayed on plan, was 1 point under for my 23 points. We had a little bit of drama around here. David borrowed my car because we had to bring his truck in today to get the bed liner put in for the back of the truck. And then also he was getting a tonneau cover and some mud flaps and bug shield put on. So David borrowed my car today. And well, he had borrowed it for yesterday, and then he did a lot of running, and then he's working kind of far today. And so he says, well, Grandma, we're going to have a problem going to the, get my truck. And I go, what? He said, well, I didn't notice that I've been on empty, and I don't know how long I've been on empty, but on the speedometer it says 0 miles to empty. I think the lowest I've ever gotten it was 4 miles, and I'm thinking 0. I said, well, how long have you been on that? He says, I really don't know. So we went in the garage, because we have gas in the garage, and we tried to pour it in, and we couldn't get it in. It kept spilling all over the driveway, and so I thought, well, what are you doing? What are we doing wrong? We couldn't figure it out, so I went and got my neighbor next door, and he came over, and he couldn't figure it out either, until we figured out that I have one of those safety gas tanks that, you know, like people can't get in to siphon your, because I don't have a cap. So you have to put your fingers in, and you had to press it a certain way to unlock it. And so we had to get a pencil to hold it over. It was a big rigmarole. So we put about a half a gallon of gas in there, and we drove to the gas station, which the nearest gas station from my house is about 3 or 4 miles. And we coasted in, I think, because my gas tank holds 17.5 gallons, and it took 17.3 gallons to fill it up. So I think we were like on fumes. So David got his truck, and I came home and had a healthy dinner. Well, maybe not. Well, it was. It was a turkey chili with the crisps and the sugar-free pudding. It was very filling. I forgot how spicy it was, because I made this batch especially spicy, which I do like spicy foods, but I think I'm going to pay for it tonight. But it was so worth it. And now I'm just watching some TV and waiting for Jim to get home. Watch Monday Night Football. Exciting. So that's going to do it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.